Hi guys, it's Jen with creativelyhomemade.com. I am back today with another simple Christmas craft for you. This is a cute little Santa suit gift card holder. So adorable. Now, I have a lot of family that lives out of state, and mailing presents can be so expensive. A couple of years ago, I bought toys for all my nieces and nephews, and just one package to my brother-in-law alone cost us over $100 to ship because it was so heavy. So at that point, I kind of decided gift cards are the way to go for out-of-state family members, and that way they can pick out the gift they want, and it's inexpensive to mail. But I do like to jazz it up a little bit. I just don't want to mail them a gift card in an envelope, but that's kind of boring. So I like to make the gift card into a little present too. So this year I am making these Santa suit gift card holders for all my nieces and nephews. Now they are really easy to make, and you just slide the belt off and turn it over, and it opens up and you have a little pouch inside for your gift card. And these are made with the envelope punch board. All you need is the envelope punch board and a paper trimmer. Super easy to make, and it doesn't require a die cut machine or any special equipment. So let's get started, and I will show you how to make these. So the first step is to cut all of your paper. You are going to need a square of real red cardstock that is 6 inches by 6 inches. That is going to form the base of your gift card holder. You're going to need a little piece that is 4 inches by 1 3/4 inches for that inside pocket, also real red. You're going to need a strip of basic black cardstock that is 9.5 inches by 1 1/4 inches. That's going to be the belt. You're going to need a little piece of gold foil paper that is 2 inches by 1 3/4 inches. That's going to form the buckle. You need a little square that is of basic black that is 1 1/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. And you need a small piece of whisper white cardstock that is 3 1/8 inch by 1/2 inch. Now I've pulled out my paper score, my scoreboard, to make the belt piece here so it goes on and folds together easier. However, if you have a paper trimmer, you do not need a scoring board. Our paper trimmer has a scoring blade and a cutting blade on it, so you can use your paper trimmer for both purposes. When I make videos, I always pull out my scoring board though, because it's a little bit easier for me to read it. I'm looking at it from the side, and so that's why I always pull out my scoring board. But if you have a paper trimmer, that's all you need because it has the scoring blade on it. So you want to put the long edge of your strip of basic black cardstock at the top of your paper trimmer or your scoreboard. And you want to score at 3 inches, and you want to score at 7 3/8 inches. And that's the only scoring we need to do, so that can be set aside. Now you want to pull out your envelope punch board and pull out your little bone folder that's on the side right there, and pull out your square of real red cardstock. So the first punch here is the only time you're going to need to use this ruler along the top edge. So you want to line up the edge of your cardstock with 2 5/8 inches, and then give it a punch. And then after you punch, you want to score down this diagonal line, and there is a track right here where you will score down, and it comes off this edge. So after you've made that first score line, you want to turn it around and line up your score line with this little arrow right here. So line that up, give it another punch, and give it a score. Flip it around, line that arrow up with the score line, give it a punch, and score. And then repeat that for the last side. So then you have all your score lines and it's forming the center area where you're going to put your gift card. Now the last thing you want to do with your scoreboard is flip it around to the other side, and this little notch here will round your corners. So you just want to put all the corner edges in there and give it a punch. And that just rounds your corners for you. So we're finished with the envelope scoreboard and you can set that aside. Okay, this next step is optional, but it does make getting the gift card out a little bit easier. If you want, you can use a circle punch to make this little notched area. And I'm just using a 2-inch circle punch for that. So you want to take this 4-inch by 1 3/4 inch piece that you cut and take a ruler and mark the 2-inch mark, or the 2-inch point along that 4-inch edge. This is just going to help you center the notch. So just mark a little mark there at the top. Open up your circle punch and kind of center that notch in the top edge there of your circle punch. You're not going to create a full circle, you're just creating like a little moon shape. Give it a punch, and there's your cutout notch. So the next step is I want to do some stamping on that, and I've pulled out a Merry Christmas stamp. This is the Better Together stamp set. It's got sentiments for all sorts of occasions. It comes in 2 DVD cases. It's got so many stamps. And I'm just using the Merry Christmas sentiment from that. So I'm going to ink that up in black ink and stamp it right in the center of that pocket. Okay, so now we have all our pieces prepped and we are ready to put this together. So you want to take the piece that you cut with your envelope punch board and fold along all the score lines. Just go around all the sides. We aren't going to adhere this together in any way because when they take that band off, we want everything to kind of pop open, but you do want to go ahead and fold those score lines. Then take your little pocket piece, and you can use either tear and tape adhesive. This is little strips of adhesive that you can just tear off. That is what I used when I made my first one, and I found that it made the pocket kind of snug. The gift card does fit down in there nicely as long as you make sure to have this right at the edge. However, it is kind of snug getting it in there, so I'm going to do it with Tombow adhesive this time. So I'm going to turn that over and just run glue all the way around the edge on 3 sides. Leave the notched side unglued. Just run a thin layer right at the edge. And this will give you a little bit more room to get the gift card in and out. Now, like I said, you can use the tear and tape adhesive if you like, but just make sure to get it all the way at the edge. So then flip that piece over and place it on the inside of your gift card holder, just like that. And whenever I use Tombow adhesive, I like to lay something heavy on top just to allow it to stay in place while it's setting up. So this is an old mounting block that I have. So I'm just going to stick that on there while we're putting the belt together. So pull out your belt piece and fold that on the score lines. And then we're going to use some fast fuse adhesive to form that belt. So put it on the back of one side and then fold the 2 pieces together and press it. So there's our little belt piece that we're going to use to slip onto the gift card holder. And then you're going to mount this little black square onto the gold one, centering it. So I'm going to use fast fuse for that also. And then just center it right on that gold foil piece. We're forming Santa's belt here. There we go. And then just add some fast fuse adhesive down the middle of this. This is going to overhang a little bit, so you don't want to add adhesive right up to the edge because you want this to be removable. And then center that on the belt. That looks pretty good. And press it on there. Now if you would like, you can add a little rhinestone right to the center of the belt area. In my mind, it kind of reminds me of the little grommet where the belt, what do you call it? I guess it's the prong goes through to hold the belt closed. That kind of reminds me of that. So I always put a little rhinestone center right in the center, just like that. And then your belt's finished. So now our glue should be set up here, and we can turn it over and add the little white strip that is going to be the fur on his jacket. So add some fast fuse to that, and then run it right down the center of that rectangle area. And now we're ready to put our gift card in there. So you just add your gift card to the pouch, fold it up, and slip the band on top. Quick and easy. So here is the finished gift card holder. So cute, and it only took about 5 minutes to make. I think this would be a great way to add a special something to all the gift cards you're giving this holiday season, and it works well for kids and adults alike. So if you would like the envelope punch board to make these gift card holders, I have the link to that and all the other supplies I use down in the description box below, so you can purchase those there. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so anytime you purchase through my links, it helps to support my family, so I thank you. As a reminder, if you make a $50 or more purchase from my online Stampin' Up! Store during the month of December and use the current month's host code, then I have a free gift for you. The current month's host code is down in the description box below, and the free gift is a Winter Wonder embossing folder. It makes these pretty little embossed snowflakes, and it also has a card kit so that you can put your new embossing folder to use. So I hope you've enjoyed this easy Santa suit gift card holder tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That provides feedback for me and lets me know what types of projects you'd like to see in the future. And if you would like to see more Christmas crafts, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy crafting!